This is Ielts Life Skills Speaking Test Band 9. The exam consists of 3 parts. In the first part, you will be asked basic questions about yourself, followed by a cue card, and then part 3 of the exam is also different topics the examiner will pick and ask you questions about. It can be about anything. Remember, before the interview or the exam, the examiner will ask you a question. He will ask for your identification, and he might ask 1 or 2 simple questions like what's your nickname, or do you have a nickname, or where do you live. These are the sort of questions he might ask you, and then he's gonna say that now we shall move on to questions about yourself, which is part 1 of the exam. Let's talk about your hobbies. What are some of your hobbies? This is very common topic for discussion in the exam. So to start with, I have many hobbies, from reading books to exercise. I want you to say in more details as much as you can. My hobbies are reading books and working out. Along with this, I also like cooking. I think most of the things which I do are something which I enjoy. Therefore, they are hobbies for me. I like driving cars because they are cool, and I have a collection of cars. Where do you read books and why? I think the library is the best place to read books for several reasons. The library is nice and quiet where everyone is reading. You know that there will be no disturbance because everyone is involved in something productive. At the same time, you will have access to a range of books, which is a plus point. Also, you can say that your own house is a good place to read books because it's just your own house. Do you prefer to do your hobby with other people, or do you prefer to be alone? Now, in general, some people tend to do their hobbies with their friends, such as holding parties and traveling together. However, I prefer to do my hobbies alone because I can do what I want to do, and almost all that I am fond of doing is indoor activities. I want to have more freedom. Why do people have hobbies? Having a hobby that we enjoy brings us joy and enriches our lives. It gives us something fun to do during our leisure time and affords us the opportunity to learn new skills. Furthermore, it helps us relieve stress by keeping engaged. There are entire websites devoted to hobbies and interests. Now let's talk about free time. What do you do in your free time? The answer is, it varies. I mean, it depends on the amount of free time I get. There are many interesting and cool things in which I engage myself. My free time is devoted to things which are productive and interesting. I play sports, watch TV, and hang out with friends. Also, I give myself enough time to sleep. How do you usually spend your weekends? During weekends, the first thing I do is to get my weekend things done as soon as possible so that I can get free time. Also, if I need a new haircut, I get it. The things that I do is either plan something with friends and family for something interesting, or just stay at home and watch telly. Well, I just watch whatever is on, but I like to watch news or talk shows because they are mostly opinionated, which makes it interesting. You get to learn something new or find out what is happening around you. Or you can say that I watch my favorite TV drama. Part 2 of the exam is speaking. Part 2 of the speaking test is that you will be given a topic and you will be expected to talk about it for 2 minutes. The topic in this instance is describe a family member who you want to work with in the future. So these are the points that you should discuss in your answer, and make sure that it doesn't go beyond 2 minutes, but also make sure that it's not less than 2 minutes. Keep it in that range. So who this person is and have you worked with them or no. So the answer is, well, if given a chance, I would love to work with my brother because he is a great company. He is caring and always happy. So for me to stay happy, I can only work with him. We are also friends and we always have conversation. So you can say positive things about someone that you want to work with. It doesn't have to be your brother. I would like to open a family business of some sort with him. It can be in any field and it would be great because he knows the business. He has lots of experience in that field and I would be grateful if I can take advantage of it. He will work as a mentor for me. Any business, I must say, has a lot of potentials to be profitable, which would ensure that we are having good earnings as well. I'm talking broadly about, there's no specific business that I'm talking about, but you can, if you want, just to mention that I have never worked with him. That's my brother. The best part is that my brother and I have a very good relationship. So do you often work with family members? Honestly, I have never worked with a family member before. Part 3 of the exam is a follow-up from a cue card that I've just talked about. And now there will be questions asked about family members and you need to answer them. So are there any positive effects of working with a family member? Certainly, there are many benefits of working with a family member. There will always be trust and confidence in knowing that the business will run smoothly. I believe family members do their job with sincerity and faithfully. Therefore, you shouldn't worry about it. Why do people like to set up a family business? The family business ensures employment within a family. The profit also remains within the family, which can be invested altogether. Similarly, as a family, you will have the luxury to provide jobs to your family members so that they don't have to look for one. Furthermore, the family business can run for years and there will always be trusted people to run. So this is a sort of answer that you can give, but obviously you can give a different answer if you wish to. Now let's talk about the disadvantages of a family business. Well, with advantages, there are also disadvantages of the family business because any business comes with profit but also losses. A loss in business will have a devastating effect on the family. I'm sure that there will be a natural blame game with each other if there is a loss. A family can go from being rich to being poor within the night. And there are many different disadvantages as well. How is your relationship with your family? I have a good relationship with my family because we are related and we care for each other. Also, at the same time, we are there for each other in times of need. I take pride in looking after my family and also relatives. I'd love to help them as much as I can. So it's just a broad understanding of what should be your relationship with your family. So it's a very common thing and easy to answer. What kind of family business is popular in your country? Well, any business is a family business if it is run by the family. If one works hard, then any business can be turned into a family business and run for years. In my country, importing things is common and also fast food chain restaurants are common because they are easy to run. Also, people eat every day, therefore such restaurants are relevant on daily basis. End of the exam. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.